what better way is there to spend 4th of July morning than at Bass Pro Shop? To do just that, we're down here in Manteca enjoying the 80-degree weather, and I'm finally picking up a depth finder for my kayak. It's time. It's finally time. So let's go in there. I've done all my research, looked at everything, looked at what I want, and finally came down and decided on a unit. I'm here to pick up a fish finder that was put on hold. He told me it's in turbo. He said I have to let you know that it's in turbo. I'm really surprised there aren't more Yak Attack products at Bass Pro. I only saw one, it was the tie downs. Look at that. You can get a mini downrigger for the kayak. Kokanee fishing, here we come. Then I need this. Come on. AC rolling. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. A little bit of a lot. Well, first things first, I got this fancy little rubber net with like a 2.5 foot, 3 foot handle. When I caught that PB over in the port, that little tiny Fraybill net, that folding net I have, was kind of pushing it. Also found this Bass Pro branded fillet knife, or XPS branded fillet knife set. It's got 2 fillet knives, a double sharpener, a cut resistant glove, and a carrying or storage case. And I honestly don't know what this thing is, but it's something. I was reading on it. Odor bar. It's an odor bar, so you don't have odor. Also picked up this cover and a box, waterproof box Plano, for either my GoPro setup that I carry on the boat, or maybe a battery box and then mount a switch inside. I don't know yet. And then finally, all right, Hook2 let's see if I can do this. It is the Hook, here it is. The Hook2 split shot HDI with downscan, US inland maps, and Navionics Plus, or Plus Navionics. Super, super cool, because now I'll know where I'm at. And now I'll know how deep the water is. And now I'll know when there's structure below me. And now I will know, I don't know, what's up. I'll know what's up. I'll be in the loop now. I've never been in the loop. And on top of that, I met some awesome employees in Bass Pro. I always do, that are so willing to share information and do their best to help you get on fish. Super cool. So awesome. Let's go. So like I said, I did get the Lowrance Hook2 5 split shot. The cover's on it right now, but I want to go over my first impressions of this unit. So there's the screen. That's the size, obviously 5-inch, and the factory mount that comes with it is right there. Plenty big enough, in my opinion, for a kayak. I would like to have gotten the 7, the Hook2 7, but for the price point, this is plenty for my kayak. And to be totally honest with you, my reasoning is that if for some reason the kayak were to flip over or were to get a whole lot of water over the top of the boat, I would be less sad if I were to lose a $300 unit versus a $700 unit. That's part of my logic right there. And two, the jump from the base model of the Hook2 5 with sonar to the split shot is a much smaller jump than the Hook2 7 base model to the Hook2 7 split shot. And I'm going to go with the factory mount this guy for now and see if it works for me. I plan on getting a ram mount for it. However, for now, that might be just fine for where I'm mounting it in my kayak. As anybody who is subscribed to the channel knows, I have a Bonafide SS127 kayak, and it has the dry pod in the center storage that's removable. And I'm mounting this to the top of the dry pod, transducer mounts to the bottom. We're gonna power it up, navigate it, learn the menus a little bit, learn the features a little bit. I want to know all the specifics, because one thing that I've heard the most about these as far as people's complaints or negative opinions of it, mostly them going off of the automatic features, the automatic settings. If you have it set up to the waters that you're fishing or that you typically fish, you're going to have a little better experience out of it. As goes with most things like cameras and anything else, is if you know how to set it up manually for what you're trying to do, you're going to get a better experience than if you try to go with the automatic range. There's not that much information out there about different depth finders, in my opinion, on the lower end, as far as like that category of like kayak type depth finders. You know, when you get into like the big, expensive, large 12-inch monitors and all that, there's more information out there. But as far as people's opinions of smaller units like this, I feel like it's few and far between, and there's not a lot of details explained. So that's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to, as I install this thing and go through it, I'm going to show you what my installation looks like. I'm not going to do a how-to video on the install because I'll be learning it myself at the same time, but I'll show you guys my installation once it's complete, and then I'll go over the features that I think are important to know, because there's a lot to be learned. And just like everything else, it's just another tool. It's not, I don't rely on it. Even having depth finders on boats and stuff in the past, we've never really relied on that to catch and find fish. It's more a matter of using it as a tool to increase your experience, learning structure, learning depth, and just increasing your knowledge of your waters that you're fishing. And if you don't like them, cool. If you do like them, cool. I'm down the middle. So that's what we got. And anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.